But there's one thing I wanted to point out because there's a lot of interest regarding the Bitwise fund IMST, and frankly, I am loving it. Right, I think the fund just came out. It's really only been a little bit over a week now, so I think I'll wait for a little bit, see how the dividends pay, and this is perfectly in time for a few months from now, me seeing the pump up till 150, and then we're gonna come back down to 114K in my opinion. So roughly, these numbers are rough, plus or minus a few percent, right? But I'm thinking of not reinvesting any of my Misty dividends, or at that point, actually, none of my dividends for any of my funds I will reinvest. I own Misty, Coney, Tesla, and Nvidia. So for these next few months, what I plan to do is to take these dividends and cash them, right? Automatic profit taken. And at 114, I'll dump all of that into IMIST, right? I'm assuming I'll have about 5K by then, so it'll be a clean 100 shares hopefully by then, given MST IMST is not jumped up it by then. It will though, guys. The fund performs quite well. We can see that in the past week. It pretty much got close to 85, 75, 85, 90% of the upside here. Captured quite a bit of it. And think about it really. 11.24% doesn't really include the income they made this week. So keep in mind that'll get paid out probably sometime in the future. Obviously it will, but that income, when you take into consideration the same way we did for MSTY, it's possible that the IMST security actually performed just as well or even outperformed the underlying. This is because they don't sell as aggressive calls as MSTY does. Why? Well, because they're different. They're different securities. They're meant for different things. The Bitwise option income strategy ETF, they focus more on selling further out of the money calls in order to risk less upside, and therefore they get paid out less dividends, right? They'll pay out less yield, right? IMSTY, as we will take a look at in the few moments following, they're selling calls really, really, really aggressively, right? At the 310 strike price, right? That's going to be blown by Monday morning. But it's okay because we captured the income and that's what the fund is meant for. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to give you guys that underlying, overlying idea of what's going on with all those securities, equities, and whatnot.